ఋషులు మునులు మహర్షుల గురించి వినడమే గాని ఎవరూ చూసి ఉండరు. భూ విజ్ఞానం నుంచి అంతరిక్షం వరకు, సైన్స్ నుంచి సాహిత్యం వరకు ఏ ప్రశ్న వేసినా, ఏ సందేహం అడిగినా చెప్పగలిగేవారు ఈ కాలంలో బహు అరుదు. అలాంటి అరుదైన వ్యక్తి డాక్టర్ ప్రత్తిపాటి రామయ్య. బ్రహ్మజ్ఞాని, గో విజ్ఞాని, అపర మేధావి, మృదు స్వభావి, స్వచ్ఛ మనస్వి, విశ్వచేతన తపస్వి, నిత్య పరిశోధకులు, గోరక్షణ పిపాసి, అందరి బంధువు, విలువల తాతయ్య. ఇలా వారి గురించి ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే అవుతుంది. సకల జ్ఞానాల్ని ఔపోషణ పట్టిన రామయ్య తాతయ్య 86 ఏళ్ల వయసులో నిత్య విద్యార్థిలా కఠోర సాధన చేస్తూ ఆగస్టు 28న అమరలోకాలకి తరలిపోయారు. సెప్టెంబర్ 13న బెంగళూరులోని సేనా విహార్లో వారి సంస్మరణ సభని నిర్వహించారు. వార్ధక్యం, అనారోగ్యం, దూరాభారం ఇవేవీ లెక్క చేయకుండా ఆయన బంధుమిత్రులు, అభిమానులు, సహచరులు దేశం నలుమూలల నుంచి తరలి వచ్చారు. వారి చిత్రపటానికి శ్రద్ధాంజలి ఘటించి ఆ మహర్షి మరణాన్ని నమ్మలేక విలపించారు. ఆయనతో తమకున్న అనుబంధాన్ని గుర్తు చేసుకుని కన్నీరు పెట్టారు. ఎక్కడా తగ్గని అరుదైన రోగాల్ని రామయ్య గారు ఎలా నయం చేశారో చెప్పి బోరున ఏడ్చారు. అందరినీ సొంత కుటుంబ సభ్యులుగా ఆప్యాయంగా పలకరించేవారంటూ వారి ప్రేమతత్వాన్ని గుర్తు చేసుకున్నారు. మన కాలపు మహర్షిని కోల్పోయామంటూ అందరూ ఒకే విధమైన ఆవేదనని వ్యక్తం చేశారు. అవును, ఆయన గురించి తెలిసిన వారెవరైనా ఆ మహోన్నత వ్యక్తిని మహర్షి అనక మానరు. చివరి శ్వాస వరకు సమాజ ఉన్నతి కోసం పరితపించిన ఆ బ్రహ్మజ్ఞానిని మహర్షి కాక మరేమంటారు? 86 ఏళ్ల వయసులో రోజుకి 16 గంటలు విశ్రాంతి విరామం లేకుండా కష్టపడడం మహర్షులకి కాక మామూలు మనుషులకు సాధ్యమవుతుందా? వేదం, ఆయుర్వేదం, శాస్త్ర విజ్ఞానం, సంఖ్యాశాస్త్రం, గణితం, జ్యోతిష్యం, తత్వం ఇలా ఏ అంశం మీదైనా అనర్గళంగా మాట్లాడే జ్ఞానం ఋషులకి కాకుండా సాధారణ వ్యక్తులకు సొంతమవుతుందా? తన కోసం, తన కుటుంబం కోసం కాక ప్రతి క్షణం లోక కళ్యాణం కోసం మార్గాన్వేషణ చేసిన ఆ నిత్య పరిశోధకుడి సాధన మహర్షుల తపస్సుకి సమానం కాక మరేమిటి? సార్, చాలామంది మిమ్మల్ని ఫోన్లోనే సంప్రదించి రోగ విషయాలు చెప్పి మీ దగ్గర నుంచి సలహా పొందుతున్నారు, మందులు పొందుతున్నారు. ముఖం కూడా చూడకుండా మీరు మందు ఇచ్చి నా కూడా తగ్గింది అని చాలామంది చెప్పగలుగుతున్నారు. తగ్గిన దృష్టాంతాలు కూడా ఉన్నాయి. అదే కొంచెం ఆశ్చర్యంగా అనిపిస్తుంది.
పాపము ఆ బ్రెయిన్లో ఫ్లూయిడ్ వల్ల చూడండి ఎంత అంటే ఆ కుటుంబంలో అందరూ ఎలాగున్నారంటే బయటికి కళ్ళ మీద నీళ్ళు ఆడడం లేదు. ఇవన్నీ పెట్టద్ద ఇందులో. ఎందుకంటే మనం వైద్యులం కాదు ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్. రెండోది ఏంటంటే గోమాత ప్రోడక్ట్ మనం ఇస్తే వాళ్ళకి ఉపయోగపడింది అనుకో, అదే గ్రేట్, భగవంతుడు వాళ్ళకి సహాయం చేశాడు. నాదేమో మధ్యలో చెప్పాను అంత పప్పుమారని బయట పెట్టదు. ఎన్ని కూడా నువ్వు వీడియోలో పెట్టబాక. ఎందుకంటే నేను కారణం చెప్తాను నీకు. మనకేంటంటే ఫస్ట్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ బుక్స్. ఇప్పుడు కన్నా ఏమాత్రం డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తే ఈ వర్క్ అయిపోయింది. ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ వర్క్. ఇప్పుడు 86 ఈ వర్క్ తొందరగా చేస్తే మనకి ఇప్పుడు 86 అంటే ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ 90కి వెళ్ళేటప్పటికి ఇంత స్ట్రిక్ట్ ఉండదు కదా. ఇవన్నీ పూర్తి చేయాలి కదా. అందులో ఏంటి, కరెక్షన్ చేయాలి, రాయాలి, ప్రింట్ చేయించాలి. ఇవన్నీ పెద్ద వర్క్. దాంట్లో బొమ్మలు కావాలి. ఇవన్నీ చాలా పెద్ద వర్క్ ఉంది. దీంట్లో డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉంటే ఏమవుతుందంటే, నేను రాశాను చాలా మందికి, ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ సెండ్ ఎనీ కేసెస్ ఫర్ మీ ఫర్ నెక్స్ట్ 3-4 months. అంటే ఇది ఎమర్జెన్సీ కేసులు ఏమంటే మరి మనం చుట్టూ వాళ్ళ కొరకు మనం టైం స్పెండ్ చేయటం. కానీ మరేం డాక్టర్లు కాదు, ఏం కాదు, గోమాత హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంది, వాళ్ళు బాగుపడుతున్నారు.
ఏ చిన్న అనారోగ్యం లేకుండా, ఏ కీడు సంకేతం లేకుండా అకాలంగా అమరసిద్ధి పొంది అందరినీ శోక సముద్రంలో ముంచారు. ఆయన తన జీవిత కాలాన్ని దారపోసి సాధించి పొందిన అనుభవం, జ్ఞానం, తాత్విక చైతన్యం నలుగురికి పంచాలన్న ఆశయాన్ని పూర్తి చేయకుండానే ఒంటరిగా వెళ్ళారు. ఎంతో శ్రమించి రూపొందించిన అనేక ఔషధాలని పంపిణీ చేయకుండానే దివికెగారు. ఆయన సంకల్పించిన విశ్వహిత కార్యాలకి భంగం వాటిల్లింది. మన దేశ సౌభాగ్యం కోసం ప్రాచీన విద్యల్ని వెలిగింపచేసే లక్ష్యంతో ఆయన స్వప్నించిన వేదజ్యోతి, విశ్వరూపి, విశ్వమాత సంపూర్ణ విశ్వవిద్యాలయ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఆదిలోనే ఆగిపోయినట్లయింది. కొన్ని పుస్తకాల రచన, ముద్రణ చివరి దశలో ఉంది. చివరిగా ఆయన రచించి ముద్రించిన పుస్తకం జ్ఞానజ్యోతి. ఇండియన్ ఆర్డినెన్స్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ సర్వీస్ సంస్థలో రీజనల్ మేనేజర్గా 1997లో పదవీ విరమణ చేసిన నాటి నుంచి కనుమూసే వరకు ప్రకృతి సేవ పరిశోధనలకు అంకితమై ఆయన 15కు పైగా పుస్తకాలు రచించారు. వ్యవసాయం, ఆహారం, ఆరోగ్యం సహా అనేక అంశాలపై దిశానిర్దేశం చేసే ఎన్నో స్ఫూర్తిదాయక ప్రసంగాలు చేశారు. ఆ అమృతమూర్తి సంకల్పాల్ని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లడమే తమ ముందున్న కర్తవ్యం. రామయ్య గారి ఆశయాల సాధనే వారికి అర్పించే నిజమైన నివాళి అంటూ వారి అనుచరులంతా ముక్త కంఠంతో తెలిపి అందుకోసం ఒక ట్రస్టును ఏర్పాటు చేస్తామని ప్రకటించారు. స్వల్పకాలంలో వ్యక్తిగతంగా వారికి ఎంతో దగ్గరైన నేను గతేడాది ఆగస్టులో 2 రోజుల పాటు వారితో ఉండి అనేక అంశాలపై చర్చించే అదృష్టం కలిగింది. వారి విజ్ఞానమంతా వీడియోల రూపంలో నిక్షిప్తం చేయాలన్న నా ఆశ ఇక నెరవేరదు. సేనా విహార్లోని సి బ్లాక్లో తను లేని వారి కార్యాలయం బోసిపోయింది. గతేడాది అదే కుర్చీలో కూర్చొని నాతో మాట్లాడిన విషయాలు, వారు పూజ చేసిన దృశ్యాలన్నీ నా కనుల ముందు ఇంకా కదలాడుతూనే ఉన్నాయి. ఒక్కసారి పరిచయం అయితే మరిచిపోయే వ్యక్తి కాదు ఆయన. ప్రేమానురాగాలు, మమతానుబంధాలకి ప్రతిరూపం ఆయన వ్యక్తిత్వం. ప్రకాశం జిల్లా టంగుటూరులోని ఓ చిన్న రైతు కుటుంబంలో పుట్టి అసాధారణ ప్రజ్ఞాశాలిగా ఎదిగిన ఆయనని తెలుగు ప్రభుత్వాలు, పత్రికలు, సామాజిక సంస్థలు గుర్తించకపోవడం బాధాకరం. పేరు ప్రచారం కోసం పాకులాడని ఆ నిశ్శబ్ద సైనికుడు ఆఖరి క్షణం వరకు తన పని తాను ఒక యజ్ఞంలా చేసుకుపోయి అభిమానుల గుండెల్లో శాశ్వత స్థానాన్ని సంపాదించుకున్నారు. అవతారాలే గాని మరణం ఉండని మహర్షిగా, ఈ కాలపు మహోన్నత మనిషిగా అపార కీర్తిని దక్కించుకున్నారు. జాతస్య మరణం ధ్రువం. పుట్టిన ప్రతి ప్రాణి ఏదో ఒక రోజు పోక తప్పదు. అయితే కొందరి మరణాలని సులభంగా మర్చిపోలేం. ఆయా వ్యక్తులు భౌతికంగా లేరన్న వార్తని జీర్ణించుకోలేం. నిగర్వి, నిస్వార్థ ఋషి డాక్టర్ ప్రత్తిపాటి రామయ్య గారు కాలం చేశారంటే ఇంకా నమ్మశక్యం కావడం లేదు. ఐక్యతకి చిహ్నమైన వారి కుటుంబ సభ్యులు ఈ కష్టకాలంలో ధైర్యంగా ఉండాలని ఆశిస్తున్నాను.
दीदी को बहुत बहुत नमन। और आज इनकी आत्मा हम सेना विहार के साथ पूरे विश्व में इनकी कल्पना पूर्व पश्चिम उत्तर दक्षिण विश्व में शांति प्रदान करें।
I am his youngest daughter Shanti. He was born in Kangur and 1939. He was born in the house because my Naina, my grandmother, didn't have the facility or not the time, I don't know. He was a breech baby and she delivered him at home, which is a miracle for a breech baby because I had breech baby my son. He had a C-section. That's modern techniques. And Daddy has told me so many things, how he used to, because he didn't come from a rich family, so how he used to use his intelligence to achieve things, and like, you know, like if it was cold, how he would try to preserve him with warmth, or his belt was not there, then how he would try his pants or everything. So other students used to suffer in some ways, but he was always good because of how he used his intelligence. And there are many, many things that he told me which I'm not very good in telling it back. And it goes with him now because we didn't write about it. We should have, but we didn't. I recorded some speeches and all, and I saw people I didn't know how they interacted and how much love and affection they had. And I was thinking, he was not just my dad. He was more than anything I had ever thought or like literally thought about it. And it fills my heart with immense pleasure that he touched so many souls. I think he has a legacy, and I have formed a trust for my dad's name, and none of us know the information he has, but we all have some part of this thing, and I'm hoping we can all gather and give it back to the society because that was his aim all the time.
First of all, I have 2 messages to read out. First one from Brigadier and Mrs. Chatterjee. So Shikha and Sumant have said, we were neighbors to Dr. and Mrs. Ramaiah for the past 21 years. To us, Dr. Ramaiah was a cheerful friend and a wonderful guide. His sudden demise has created a void which we will find difficult to fill. He was the kind of person we would always turn to for advice, a helping hand, or a comforting word, whether it was offering a medical opinion, guidance, or simply lending us his ear. His guidance was invaluable and always given with a warm heart and a very clear mind. Despite having a doctorate from Sri Lanka, having read the Vedas, Ayurveda, authoring a number of books, he was extremely humble.
Lovely to hear such lovely things about people. तो कहती हूँ कागज की काया, कागज की काया, कश्ती सरोवर का, कश्ती कागज की सरोवर में से चली, चली लहरों से भिड़ी, और साहिल तो आना था। जब कश्ती में सवार थे, कागज की कश्ती में सवार थे, तो साहिल का आना तो लाजमी था। छूट गई वो लहरें, छूट गई कुछ अपने, उसके दरबार में हाजिर जो होना था, छूट गई लहरें, छूट गई कुछ अपने, लेकिन अपने कभी अपनों को छोड़ नहीं पाते, अपने कभी अपनों को छोड़ नहीं पाते, जीते रहते हैं वो यादों में, ख्यालों में, दिल की धड़कनों में। My mortal remains turned to dust and mingled with the dust, but my soul rose to a heavenly abode and glistened in the stars with the stars at its side.
My humble tribute to a great human being, Dr. Prattipati Ramayya, who was an epitome of all the noble qualities and which was represented in his name. Pious, perfectionist, and pragmatic. Rare human being with impeccable character. Admired for his vast knowledge on Vedas, Ayurveda, and his pet project, Vishwamata. And I was a recipient for his talks on his pet project also.
मैं डॉक्टर शंभू शरण मिश्र अपने अभिन्न मित्र श्री रामैया जी के इस पुण्य अवसर पे उपस्थित हूँ। मेरे रामैया इस हाल में मौजूद हैं, उपस्थित हैं, और मैं अपने उस मित्र को जो इतने लोगों के बीच में उपस्थित हैं, मैं पुनः हृदय से प्रणाम करता हूँ। 1994 से हम लोग जुड़े रहे। फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायोलॉजी, बायोकेमिस्ट्री, जियोग्राफी, थियोलॉजी, जो भी कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स आपको समझना है डीपली अगर आप देखें तो आपको रामैया जी की पुस्तक में मिल जाएगा। इवन रसशास्त्र, आयुर्वेदा और फंडामेंटल ग्रासरूट लेवल प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ द आयुर्वेदा आपको सब उसमें रामैया जी की बुक में मिल जाएगा।
86 years of his life, and I've been 30 years I've been interacting with him. I've written down something which I like to spell it out to you all. Here today we gather with heavy hearts to bid farewell to my beloved uncle, Banana to some, Baba to some, Guruji to some, Ramaiah ji to some people. So ultimately he's for our family. He was a senior guidance figure for everyone in our family. A man whose life was a rare blend of brilliance, wisdom, and kindness. My uncle was an exceptional engineer who devoted his life to Indian ordnance factories. His work took him to many parts of the country, many corners of the country, where he served in a challenging roles and contributed quietly but powerfully to the nation's defense. Beyond the world of machines and engineering, my uncle, my Banana, had a profound curiosity, a thirst for life, deeper truths. He was deeply passionate about theology and India's ancient texts. Such was his dedication that he authored numerous books on theology and Ayurveda, blending the wisdom of ancient traditions with modern perspectives. Through his writings, he sought to preserve sacred knowledge and make it accessible.
My name is Rajkumar. Shanti came into our family. My father and mother, auntie and my father and mother were very close friends. And they used to tell a lot about Ramaiah and Ramaiah auntie. And then, I got these two books. The heading of the books is reading Vedic sciences through mathematical logic. Even to understand this heading is so difficult for me, but I'm going to read this. I'm an engineer by profession, and the other is Jnana Jyoti. So I just had a glimpse of it, and I was thinking Jnana Jyoti is a spiritual book. So that's why I picked it up. So when I turned around, I see so much of mathematical equations to the spiritual book.
My name is Rose, and I am actually one of the patients which Dr. Ramaiah has helped with around 6 to 7 years back. It was in a very interesting situation that I met Doctor. I was very sick. I used to get continuous urinary tract infections. We got a reference of doctor, and we were told, try to talk to this doctor and he would help. So when I talked to Dr. Ramaiah, he kind of, without meeting me, he told me things which happened in my life and, where there were problems in my life to the accuracy of which year it happened. And we were shocked. I mean, we were like, this is not scientifically logical. And we were at a state of no hope. That is when we met him. We went to him and he treated us. In fact, he treated me. The medicines he gave were very simple. There was nothing to eat. I think it's been 6 years after doctor treated me, and I have been cured of that disease. I don't get the urinary tract infections which I used to get all the time. And he also taught me how to sustain it. And it is just not me. He has treated my son. I had a big product in the banking industry. My son is in IIT Bombay. My mother, who is 81 years, she's completely cured of that disease. All of this is because of Dr. Ramaiah. I am no one to say that may his soul rest in peace, because I know that he is with God, that he is in the right side of God. And I know he will bless each one of us.
One thing that I have literally seen what Maharshi means. We have been talking about disease, stages and all that. I'm sorry if I get emotional, I have to say this. My nephew was going through a heart transplantation, and the surgery got us here. But both my brother-in-law and my sister, both of them were doctors. They are from AIMS. In fact, AIMS, is one of the prestigious colleges of India. Even they were helpless. When we got to Ramaiah sir, the kind of touch he gave, I mean, of course, nephew is not with us, but I'm saying the kind of touch that he gave, and Amma, of course, you also. We are blessed to have people like that in our lives. We are blessed to have Maharshi like that, Saish like that in our life. We have talked a lot about these people in books. We talked about 7 stages and all that. But to see someone live like that before us, in flesh, in talk. I mean, one thing I've seen in Ramaiah is that he talks everyone. He doesn't talk to a person. He talks to soul, because the kind of respect he gives. He doesn't say the age. He only talks about Miru. To everyone he says Miru, Garu, and all that.
I know him. I used to work with him closely. Everyone is talking about artificial intelligence now. He has a document, says about 1995 itself. He was talking about the artificial intelligence. This is how the artificial intelligence is going to be. This is how robots is there. He used to say not only any homa, how to prepare, the combination of how the mathematical equations we need to follow. And if you take anything, he used to tell it has to come under 639, the combinations, along with 432, along with he used to tell that golden triangle, ratio. Like that, he used to have everything in the calculations. I was blessed with him to say, and when I called him, he used to tell, hey, I'm there in C block. Why don't you come? Immediately I used to rush. I don't know. All of a sudden, I'll forget about all my office work or anything.
I don't know whether any person or any organization can do or take his work forward 100% as he used to do. I don't think that's possible in the world. Maybe he has to take the work and come back, right, to take his work forward, that kind of knowledge he has. So one thing what we want to do is under Santaka's guidance and then Amma's guidance, we want to start a trust on his name to take few works forward in whatever the way it is possible for us. Which is why I asked for Prasad Garu and then Raghavendra Hari. I want to ask Krishna and also to join. He has a big dream of doing yajna for the world peace. Even before Japan's calamity happened, 3 months before he predicted, saying that there is something going to happen in Japan right now. He called up Shivraj Garu, who is in Japan, he is a close disciple of Sir, saying that something is going to happen in Japan. He clearly indicated, saying that, look, if we leave it like this, Third World War might happen very soon. It was his biggest worry before his passing on from his physical body. The second aim of that was he has left us so much of knowledge base through books and unpublished papers. There are thousands of papers he has written, he has typed down, he has emailed it to people. It is in the all email boxes of us. So we want to gather all of it, consolidate it, make a soft copy of it, and publish it free of cost through that site. That's the second one. And third is, he has left so many medicines he has prepared from the decades. We can literally see all of them in Singapore. And he has a specific way of using that. You must be knowing all of it. A mantra, a way of doing it, applying to which chakra and stuff like that. We want to just gather as much of it possible and soft copy them along with the medicines which we have. That is the one. So we want to do these activities one by one.
We never can see such a human being, never will be. Because I mean, so humble, so knowledgeable, so wisdom, collective wisdom, and who has like, anybody can go to him. The first person I met in the life, Agni Mele Purohitam example, like this body is to help others. This body is purely, he is there as a dad, there as a husband, there as a friend, there as a neighbor, and therefore unknown as a. His touching unknown is abundant, that love. And that person, how to make him eternal? See, don't we think, I mean, our heart bleeds from the last 30 days. Physically, we are missing him because we cannot see him again. This kind of personality. But I want to hear, just give my personal experience, not as a solace to your grief, but my own practical experience. I was at Kanchipuram, early morning, 2:58 a.m. And you know, I'm sure many of you listen, Sir says, Sir, I don't know anything. If you ask anything to him, what his first word is, I don't know anything, Maharshis were doing. And I was scratching my head, where this Maharshis comes? He only mentioned to me like they travel at velocity of light, velocity of sound, but they don't appear to us. Sir, you able to see Maharshis? No, Ji. No one did. They told me the Maharshi. But how you can say authentically, Maharshis are acting on your knowledge, your wisdom, and also that Agni Mele Purohitam. Give it back to the others, to an unknown. I'm a very practical and pragmatic guy coming from Ramakrishna machine. Everything I want to touch, experience. Everything. It's a very hard code DNA. Early in the morning, 2:58 a.m. at Kanchipuram, exactly a year back, near about 13 months back, I was sleeping next to him, 2:58 a.m. His laptop has been handled by Maharshi. Guys, here I am not spreading any hopes or messages or hallucinations or delucinations. Microsoft Word has the properties, it would even give the updates. Someone, I mean, you can go to the history and you can see that who has handled at what time the document has been updated. His laptop, someone, I mean, a Maharshi with no astral body. Not even astral body I haven't seen. I'm not so fortunate. Accessed the laptop, updated the document, that was the publishing. And C block have the kind of digitization he has done. I'm very fortunate. Thankfully, Dr. Sir used to give copies in an email. I have 100 GB of the data, digital data. It is a Greek and Latin for most of us. Sir doesn't even have any organization. He is on his own. Like, he doesn't have floated any organization, no recognition crisis, no bother for tomorrow. He was living on the day. That is the beauty of the thing. And living for others. So, these are all the two powerful tools we can take as like a ceremonial function from here. See, there is no tomorrow for us, and think about living for others. So, to continue his works, the first program is we want to start from Shivaratri. 15th of March 2026 from Tiruvannamalai Spiritual Abode, where he only is the founding concept of the Vedic group living. So that Vedic group living is very much physically possible in a project called Vedanagari Ashram. He only has named this. You go to C block. I'm very fortunate, 4 months back, he has opened one book and shown to me 34 years back. Go and you can see physically that book here. 34 years back when Dr. Sir met one yogi, he has transcripted in Telugu, even that have the exact date and time of it. I'm so shell-shocked, but I got to know only 4 months back when he showed me that 34 years back, there is an ashram called Vedanagari that is on the southern side of Bangalore called Tiruvannamalai, where Arunachala abode, and everything is there stated in that, and he has transcribed 34 years back. So I'm just leaving that note here. Everything happened with Ishwara.
I'm very close to Dr. Ramaiah. If I think of him, I will cry. I don't know why I am so much attached. I really learned something from him. I will continue till my day. Work for others, selflessly. That is the aim I am working towards. Wherever possible, whatever I make money, most of my money will go to what kind of thinking Dr. Ramaiah got. I never met a person like him, madam. Working for others, thinking about old, very difficult. We are not claiming, but all his wishes, whatever it is that happened, we wanted to do so many works. Really missing Dr. Ramaiah every day. It is a big loss for me personally. And he guided me and he made me to do every day Agnihotra, which I am following very particularly, and it is really helping me in all my business activities, personal issues, my everything. It is a great loss for us, and I am ready to support all his works. If anybody want to take the initiative, I am ready to support. Thank you very much.
गावो विश्वस्य मातरः गावो विश्वस्य मातरः गावो विश्वस्य गावामि गोमाता विश्वरूपी विश्वमाता गोमाता. So she is the universal mother. I used to think why I came back from Vrindavan. One of my main associates is meeting my dear Nana. I call her Nana. His birth children. I am a child who consider him as my Nana. My Guru, what all he taught me physically, practically, he told me all your scripts are getting ready. You will meet that person. He will give all scripted. It is ready, you need not worry. I used to think I have to go collect there all the details about Gomata. And our mission is only work for Gomata because she is the universal mother who can rectify, re-establish, revoke what all we have lost. And he is not a human. For us humans, we are all different planes, but I call him Rishi. Even in my mobile, I will have put in Rishi Ramaiah. So our plane of understanding is very different, and I'm really lucky. And he has revealed about me, about him so much, and what is the purpose of our life, where we have to take it, how we have to take it. Everything profoundly submitted, calculated, and everything given in a spoon for everybody to easily digest. He introduced to Balambika me. He said, you have come here to do this Mahayajna, Balambika Yajna for Loka Kalyan. We all live only not for our families. The family is a part of us, but we don't mind. Amma was taking care of the family. That's why he could do that. I, of course, am very grateful to have such a nice family supporting him, All his life is a service Loka Kalyan. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. we would like to thank all of you for honoring my dad and being there for him and all as a whole family now. Let's just pray for his soul and have the prasad. Thank you.
Please join us for lunch.
Namaskaram. My name is Kisan. I just want to share a few words. I was lately introduced to Dr. Prattipati Ramayya by Sobita Mataji. This was about 2 years ago. So instantly I adopted him as my guru, and I work with Gomata around in Karnataka. And Dr. Ramayya ji has been highly inspiring, and he would tell me few people around the country who are better than Einstein, who are better than Thomas Alva Edison, they are available in our country. They need to be protected. And he would tell me if you can do anything about it. And what is it I could do? I'm just a humble soul, just believe in Bhagavan Krishna and Gomata. And I would only offer, my prayers and meditation. And two of that asmas have now woken up from kind of a sleepy position. One is Mr. Rajendran is considered to be one of the best mathematicians in the country. He was in the bedridden for about 3 years. Now he is, I'll just move so that like people can have the darshan. So now he got up from the bed, started walking around. He yesterday called me. Do you know that Prattipati Ramayya ji has left us? I said I learned about it. I was in the Shibiram, but he has not left us. His only body has left. His Atma and Dharma took us. He's got a new body, a physical body, and we have to just recognize that and connect with him. And he is connectable. And he is connectable as we do our own meditation. He is connectable. He is very much in our heart. And although my association has been for only few years, I am with heavy heart, and I can't miss him. And I will never miss him at all. He is very much in my heart too. And the work he has done, he shared a lot of his work with many of us, including me. And I commit myself to take his work forward along with the rest of you. And of course, I'll connect with Mataji, Sobita Mataji, Prasadji, all of you. My name is Kisan. If anybody wants to reach out to me on Go Seva, you could also reach out to me. I'll just share my number, the Liquid Store, and I'm open to receiving your calls and whatever support or process we can do with Dr. Prattipati Ramayya ji's guidance, whatever we receive. More than happy to support and be with you all in Karnataka. Thank you so much. Kisan is my name.